Hey guys, what's up? This is Asher, and that means it's Thursday. Um, Today we are talking about coming out to family, and I'm tired. Apparently, my bad. So coming out to family, well, the first time I came out, I was about 13 or 14, and I came out as like a lesbian because I knew I liked girls, and that was it. So that's what I went by. Um, and the reason that that's important to like coming out as a trans man um, is because growing up, excuse me, I was femme and then tomboy and then super tomboy and then really masculine and then femme. I was everywhere. And I do remember that anytime I would dress on the masculine side, the first thing my mom would say would be, "What are you trying to be a man? What do you want to be a man?" And that just like killed me. And I was like, no. um, so yeah. And so that kept me from coming out to myself and my family for a very long time. And then I got to this point where I had to come out to myself and I had to deal with that. And so I had already come out to myself and my partner, and I had already come out to just like the doctor and therapist and everything like that. And I was already on the road to starting hormones. See, I took the chicken shit approach and I went ahead and I moved from my hometown and came to North Carolina, which I love, and I pretty much knew that I was trans before I moved here, but I didn't really deal with it very well, even though I was starting to explore it. I was at that point in my life where I was like, I can never come out. I can never tell anybody. I'll never be okay. It'll never be okay. I can never transition. Nothing. And then I moved here and my dysphoria got worse, and I decided that I did have to deal with this. And I kept putting it off, kept putting it off, kept putting it off. And then finally, I was like, I'm gonna start hormones, so I should probably tell my mom. And so I told my mom, and I don't really remember how the conversation went. I said something along the lines of, I'm going to a clinic and I'm having dysphoria and I think I'm trans, and I like totally freaked out in the middle of it, and I was like, but I don't want this, and I want it to go away, which honestly I did. I was like, this, I mean, it was so painful and uncomfortable, and it was horrible to go through, and I was just like, why is this happening? Like, why does it have to be this way? Like, it just, I was very upset. And so she was like, well, just go talk to them and see what they can do. And I was like, yeah, okay. So, like, didn't talk to her again about it for like another month and a half. And I was like, well, I'm starting hormones. I was like, I start on Tuesday. And I was like, and I'm going to get my prescription. And I got my prescription this morning. And I did my blood work and it came back good. And oh, I'm getting my shot. And oh, I got my shot this morning. Got my first shot this morning. And I'll get another shot next week. And oh, I have a doctor. And basically, I just started talking about it like all the time. And it was very weird and awkward to begin with. And my mom dealt with me being a lesbian very well, especially coming from like a small town in Texas. But she came from the Northeast, like she had grown up in a more progressive area than my father. And my father was actually pretty accepting about it too. And so, yeah, I told my mom about this in that way. And I didn't talk to my dad about it. I assumed my mother told my father, and she did. And I think I told my aunt. I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do this thing," and she's like, "All right, whatever." And I told someone else who I considered to basically be family, and she was super accepting and amazing. And I was just like, you are awesome. So it was interesting. And that's basically it. And I haven't really come out to anybody else. Like I had this big thing where I came out on Facebook. I wrote out a little, this is my coming out, and everybody's invited, and da da da. And my cousin saw it and like clicked maybe. It was like, are you going? Yes or no, or maybe. And I was like, well, it's not a real like going to like you maybe are okay with me being trans or what. And then I found out like a month later my other cousin, their sisters, like defriended me. And I was like, well damn y'all, like whatever. I don't know about my grandparents. I know that last time I talked to them, my grandfather would not get on the phone with me. It was a very subtle thing. My grandma always asks if I want to talk to him. This time she did not. She talked to me. She called me by birth name, and that was it. Like, that's it. And that's cool. Whatever. So that's it. And that's how I came out to my family. And I know that like I am 28 and I don't live at home, and basically, what they say is not important. Like they can't stop me from transitioning. They can't stop me from being who I am. They can make me emotionally miserable, and they can make it more difficult and painful, but I don't want that, and they don't want that, so that's cool. But I know a lot of guys that are coming out to family are, younger, and they fear not having support in college or even high school. And for you guys, I just really hope that things get better. But for the most part, like, it's better when you're older. Like, it's like, fuck that. Like, I'll do what I want. So there's that. And yeah, all right, I'm out. And that's how you come out to your family. You just do it. I mean, write a letter, send them email, talk to them in person, call them on the phone, do what I did. Just be like, yeah, I'm doing this thing and I'm like far away from home and now you have to deal with that. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, guys, I'm out, and I hope that you have a good day. I got my dogs like right behind me sleeping. They are crashed out, y'all. Allergy season is here, I swear. It's horrible. All right, and have a great weekend and all sorts of stuff. And bye. Love y'all.